Hey class, when you see a couple of organisms like this, you immediately ought to think that somehow they're made for each other, like peanut butter and jelly, or ice cream and an ice cream cone. Look at this bird. It has this really long beak that is perfect for getting inside of these really long flowers and getting all the way to the base where it can get the nectar. Now, you could ask yourself, why do the flowers manage to make such a difficult entryway to get in if the whole point of that nectar is to attract some animal to grab onto some of the pollen with the nectar and move it around for the plant? But yet, it is difficult, and the birds are one of the few organisms, if not the only one in this area, that can do that. And when you see it and you think about it, it's almost like they're designed for each other. And that's because they are, through a process that we call coevolution. And so today's objective is to define coevolution and discuss the evidence needed to infer that two or more species have co-evolved, like this species of bird and species of plant that I showed you. Well, let me get you to first think about coevolution, because I'm sure you've heard the term before. And even if you haven't, you've heard of things that start with the word co, like co-ed or co-op. And you've probably heard of evolution by now, obviously, in this class. So if you had to put the word co in front of coevolution and think about what it means, take a minute or two and write some definition down, or at least some thoughts that come to mind about what you think is involved in coevolution.